Hey guys, it's Quin. I'm a kava tender here at Kava Love, and today we're going to be diving into the topic that I get asked about every day, which is kava versus alcohol. What are the benefits you need to know about, and what does it do to your body? And if you want to learn more about this topic, stick around with me and keep on watching. So I want to talk a little bit about what kava even is. So kava comes from the root of a plant, the Piper mysticum. Fuck, I can't say that with a straight face. So what I'm pouring right now is kava extract. And to start us off, I just want to talk a little bit about what kava even is. Kava is the root of a plant that comes from the Pacific Island, and it's been used for centuries for relaxation, ceremonies, and most importantly, good vibes. A lot of people have the misconception that kava is a lot like alcohol when they've never actually tried it. What kava is going to do for you is going to calm you down, make you feel grounded, take away all that brain fog you have, and it's not gonna leave you with anything messy afterwards. So a lot of us don't often think about what happens to our liver when we drink alcohol. When we drink alcohol, we produce enzymes, ADH and ALDH. During this breakdown, your liver produces acetaldehyde. Essentially, this stuff is straight poison. What it does is break down your cells, break down your liver. You can end up with conditions such as fatty liver and a whole list of numerous health problems. Alcohol basically makes your liver feel like, why am I poisoning myself? In my personal experience, it's just been nothing but a challenge for me to overcome with trying to go out and have fun, but at the same time, I'm slowly hurting myself every day I go out and drink. So this is the kava we use, Kava Love. This is the literal pure plant form of kava. All it is grounded up into a powder, and you can tell this is purely plant form. There's no synthetics, no alterations made to the plant. So how does kava pass through your liver differently than alcohol? Kava's active compounds, kava lactones, don't get metabolized through the same toxic process alcohol does. They're processed much more gently through CYP enzymes. So there's a lot of misinformation online about kava. Now, when using traditional water-based kava, studies have shown that it does not actually damage your liver when used responsibly. Where all these negative reports come from is people mixing kava with harsh solvents or people using parts of the kava root that should not typically be used when consuming. Essentially what they do is make synthetic versions of kava, which is insanely unhealthy and is not at all what we do here at Kava Love. Kava is known for its anxiolytic properties. Basically what it does is it chills out your nervous system and it interacts with GABA in your body, giving you effects as a better mood, pain relief. I have really bad knee joint pain. It really helps with any inflammation in my knees. And physically, if I need some recovery, like I go to the gym or I go for a run or, I'm just lifting a lot. I used to work in manual labor. It has always helped calm my body down and especially my mind.
We have severe mental health problems.
Zero hangover. You wake up the next day feeling completely normal. No headaches, no regrets, unless you were staying up till 3 a.m. doom scrolling or something like that. When it comes to my experience with alcohol, I kind of had a little bit of a rocky road. It was one of those situations where you have no idea how much you're drinking and you're just drinking to get a buzz, and then the next thing you know, I'm passed out on the beach and I have to have a stranger carry me to the car. I ended up having alcohol poisoning, sun poisoning, and a severe case of dehydration, and I didn't wake up for about 6 hours. So switching from alcohol to kava has been completely life-changing for me. It's Brett here, our favorite mixologist, drink czar at Kava Love. You got anything to say, Brett?
Come try our monthly specials.
Look at that, monthly specials. That's crazy. So, compared to when I was drinking alcohol versus now I'm drinking kava, I don't have the insane lows I used to have. I can drink kava and have a good time and socialize with everyone in this community and still wake up at 9 a.m. the next morning and not have to worry about that raging headache or my entire body being sore or anything like that. Even while I'm drinking it, I don't have that immediate buzz, it's just more of a relaxing feeling, and it's a really nice shift between the two.
Oh, hey. Wait. It's me. Hello, I'm back. Just for a little bit. Last time you guys saw me, I cried on the internet, and I'm back, not forever, just to visit, but I'm happy to be here. And my eyes are bloodshot, not because I've cried, but my eyes are mad at me. I don't know why. I think just coming back to, well, because it's cold in Illinois, everything that I could be allergic to is dead there right now. So not in Florida, everything is alive and well and wanting to make my eyeballs pop out of my head. It was so funny, last night I took one and I was like, ugh. Like I remember it tasting awful. So personally, I am not a huge botanical tea drinker. It's just a personal preference. I don't think I need a whole lot of energy. I like a relaxing feeling, and I was someone who would drink tons of kava a day, and I went to Illinois. I've been there for like almost 3 months now. Not a single withdrawal. I'm happy I can have them back, but I wasn't like fiending for them or anything. So that's really nice about a community like this, is being able to enjoy something and then stop it whenever you want. For anyone who's intimidated by the kava bar scene about having an addiction to it or something like that, personally, I didn't experience withdrawals. It's more habit forming than actual addiction forming. And I feel like sorry. And I feel like it's more of like a coffee and caffeine addiction than like alcohol addiction or other substance abuse. I don't know. I don't have an addictive personality. I'm not a great person to ask. I can quit anything at any time. Cheers.
I'm making 2 customs and 2 strawberry zingers. A little bit of lemonade, a little bit of strawberry puree, a little bit of lime juice. Gonna add some ice. Do you want a drink here, Kristen? You got it.
How's it going? How is he doing?
It's been pretty busy. Nothing too crazy, just a lot of people at once. So I'm gonna do a little bit of pickup, cash people out who need to be cashed out, make sure the bar is doing all right, everything like that. Person who taught me how to bartend when I was drinking alcohol and I wasn't an alcohol-based bar, he said slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So that's kind of how I always operated my brain. As long as I stay cool, calm, and collected, the speed I'm going at is gonna start to increase and I'm not gonna make any mistakes, so. All right, guys, so I'm gonna be making a little mocktail, a little kava cocktail, just to show you guys how easy it is to make at home. Now, kava is super available to get, the micronized kava, the water-based, a lot of websites online, so kind of just wanna show you how easy it is to make a cocktail. Now, I'm gonna start off with some syrups, right? So kava's very earthy, so typically when I make a kava-based cocktail, I don't like to pick fruitier things. I wanna pick more mellow, stronger flavors that are gonna blend more. So I'm gonna do a little cinnamon, a little honey, and a little vanilla. So these are already gonna be all very earthy flavors that are gonna kind of mellow with the kava. And then I'm gonna do some almond creamer. Now cream is gonna take away from a lot of that super earthy taste. If you were to drink it straight, it's really gonna be dry and muddy and earthy. So using that almond creamer is really gonna help balance that out. So I'm gonna add some ice. I'm gonna put a little more cinnamon in here, just a tad. And then we're gonna put some kava in here. Now, some people like their kava a little bit more muddy, right? They like that little bit of flavor coming through. Some people don't like it as muddy. That's completely up to you. When you make it at home, that gives you your choice of your own personal preference. So for this drink, just to incorporate the cinnamon a little bit, I like to shake it. Really bring that foam out, make it fluffy. And I'll get a little more ice in the glass. Strain it over here. And so now, instead of that dirty, earthy kava flavor, what we're gonna have is a nice, rich, creamy mocktail. One of my favorite mocktails, actually, and it's a play on a horchata. So again, I'm not getting a ton of that earthiness. A little bit of it's coming through, but that cinnamon, that vanilla is all blending with it, as well as that creamer is really gonna mellow it out and make it more of an even, balanced drink. Want a squidney to try it.
Hi, I'm Sydney, the manager. I'm going to be trying this drink. Hopefully it's up to my standards. That's perfect. It's really creamy. You made it with kava, yeah? So like Quinn said, kava is really earthy. So when it comes to mixing it with mocktails, it needs like creamers to kind of mask that taste a little bit. So like Quinn said, this is the best way to have kava, hands down. Yeah, out of like all of the creamy drinks, the horchata is definitely my favorite. Yummy.
I like carbonation a lot, so this is my preferred method. But no, we always have tea times. We have a partnership with them. They're a great company. Brandon runs it. He's a great dude. I love tea time. that's plain and simple. Yeah, you should, man. It's great. It's great. And plus, you don't need to like buy as many of them to start to chill out and feel the effect. So it's really cool. So like first hour into my shift, this is a prime example. It's gonna be just like a real bar without any of those negative consequences, right? It's a really fun, exciting environment. I'm having a great time behind the bar. I used to work in a real bar and I can kind of correlate the differences, and this is almost exactly the same without me having to toss someone out the door every 5 seconds. So some of the cons of alcohol, all right, your heart rate's gonna go up, you're gonna lose a lot of your motor skill capability, and overall, you're gonna have that brain fog. You're not gonna be able to make smart judgment decisions, all right? That's why we see a rising DUI rate in our country, okay? Now, some of the pros of kava is gonna be the exact opposite. It's gonna be stress relieving. It's not gonna raise your blood pressure, all right? And it's gonna have no brain fog at all. So one of the biggest things is no hangover either. That's such a huge thing for me since I've switched from drinking alcohol to drinking kava. Something I like to say is I've had so many nights, or so many mornings, I guess you should say, where I regret the night I had with alcohol, and I've never said that about kava. So that's alcohol versus kava. What it does to your liver, what it does, that's so funny. How it affects your body, and the overall actual health benefits kava has versus alcohol. Now, if you did learn something and you like it, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, like the video, and I'd love to see you guys again. Post every Monday and Thursday, so tune in to the next video.